Welcome to Supernova. Today, we're going to talk about an important topic that's gaining more and more attention in workplaces around the world: diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI. Creating a culture of DEI in the workplace is not only the right thing to do, but it also has many benefits for both employees and the organization. So, let's dive in and explore how we can foster a more inclusive and equitable work environment. Number 1. Understanding diversity. The first step in creating a culture of DEI is understanding diversity. Diversity goes beyond just race and gender. It includes differences in age, sexual orientation, religion, disability, and more. Embracing diversity means recognizing and valuing these differences and creating an environment where everyone feels welcomed and respected. Understanding diversity involves recognizing, respecting, and valuing the unique characteristics, differences, and perspectives that individuals bring to a group or community. It encompasses various dimensions of diversity, including but not limited to race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, religion, age, physical or cognitive ability, socioeconomic status, and cultural background. At its core, understanding diversity means acknowledging and appreciating the inherent worth and dignity of every individual, regardless of their differences. It requires an open-minded and inclusive mindset that recognizes that diversity is a strength and not a weakness. By embracing diversity, we can foster a rich and inclusive environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and included. Understanding diversity also involves recognizing and addressing systemic inequalities and social injustices that may arise from discrimination, bias, or prejudice. This includes actively working towards eliminating discrimination, promoting equality of opportunity, and creating inclusive policies, practices, and spaces that promote diversity and inclusion. Number 2. Importance of equity. Equity is another important aspect of DEI. It focuses on ensuring that everyone has equal access to opportunities, resources, and advancement in the workplace, regardless of their background. Equity seeks to identify and remove barriers that may prevent certain groups from thriving in the workplace. Equity is a fundamental aspect of creating a fair and just society. It is the principle of treating individuals and groups equitably, ensuring that everyone has access to the same opportunities, resources, and outcomes, regardless of their background or circumstances. The importance of equity can be understood in several key ways. Promoting fairness and justice. Equity ensures that everyone has an equal chance to succeed and reach their full potential, regardless of their race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, religion, socioeconomic status, or other characteristics. Enhancing diversity and inclusion. Equity is closely linked to diversity and inclusion. Embracing diversity means valuing and respecting differences among individuals and groups, while inclusion ensures that everyone feels welcomed, respected, and included in all aspects of society. Driving innovation and productivity. Equity can drive innovation and productivity by ensuring that talent and potential are not overlooked or limited based on biases or discrimination. Creating positive social impact. Equity is a critical factor in creating positive social impact. It can help reduce disparities in health, education, employment, and other areas that affect individuals and communities. Fostering a better future. Equity is not only important for the present, but also for the future. By prioritizing equity today, we can create a more just and equitable society for future generations. Equity is essential for promoting fairness, justice, diversity, inclusion, innovation, social impact, and creating a better future. It is a core principle that should be prioritized in all aspects of society to ensure that everyone has an equal chance to succeed and thrive, regardless of their background or circumstances. Number 3. Building an inclusive workplace. Inclusion is the third pillar of DEI. It goes beyond just having diverse employees, but it's about creating an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and included. An inclusive workplace encourages open communication, collaboration, and mutual respect among all employees, regardless of their differences. Building an inclusive workplace involves creating a supportive and respectful environment, where all employees, regardless of their background, feel valued, respected, and included. An inclusive workplace recognizes and embraces diversity in all its forms, including but not limited to race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, religion, age, physical or cognitive ability, and socioeconomic status. It goes beyond mere diversity and strives to create an environment where everyone feels they can contribute their unique perspectives, talents, and skills towards the organization's goals. Here are key principles to building an inclusive workplace. Foster a culture of inclusion. A culture of inclusion starts at the top and should be reinforced throughout the organization. Leaders and managers should set the tone by promoting inclusivity in their actions, decisions, and communications. Promote diverse representation. Representation matters. Organizations should strive to create a diverse workforce that reflects the broader community or customer base they serve. This includes actively promoting diversity in hiring, retention, and promotion practices. Provide equal opportunities. Ensuring that all employees have equal access to opportunities, resources, and development programs is crucial to building an inclusive workplace. This includes providing fair and transparent processes for recruitment, promotions, pay, and benefits, and avoiding bias or discrimination in decision-making. Foster inclusive leadership. Inclusive leaders are those who actively seek diverse perspectives, promote inclusivity, and create an environment where everyone's contributions are valued. Promote diversity of thought. In an inclusive workplace, diverse perspectives and ideas are not only acknowledged, but also valued and leveraged for innovation and problem solving. Provide education and training. Building an inclusive workplace requires ongoing education and training on diversity, equity, and inclusion. This can include workshops, seminars, webinars, and other educational resources that raise awareness, increase understanding, and provide tools and strategies for promoting inclusivity in the workplace. Create employee resource groups, ERGs. Employee resource groups, also known as affinity groups or employee networks, are voluntary groups formed by employees who share a common background, identity, or interest. Address and mitigate biases. Unconscious biases are natural but can influence decision-making and behavior in the workplace. It's important to provide education and training to employees and leaders on identifying and mitigating biases in areas such as recruitment, promotions, evaluations, and day-to-day interactions. Number 4 Tips for implementing DEI. Now that we understand the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion, let's talk about some practical tips for implementing DEI in the workplace. Implementing diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives in the workplace can be a complex and ongoing process. Here are some tips to help organizations effectively implement DEI practices. Leadership commitment. DEI initiatives should start with strong commitment and support from top leadership. Leaders should communicate the importance of DEI, set clear expectations, and lead by example in promoting inclusive behaviors and practices throughout the organization. Assess current state. Conduct a comprehensive assessment of the organization's current DEI practices, policies, and culture. Identify areas where improvements can be made and set measurable goals and objectives to guide the implementation process. Develop a DEI strategy. Develop a clear and comprehensive DEI strategy that aligns with the organization's goals and values. The strategy should outline the specific initiatives, timelines, responsibilities, and resources needed to implement DEI practices effectively. Create a DEI task force or committee. Form a dedicated DEI task force or committee composed of representatives from different levels and departments of the organization. This group can help drive the implementation of DEI initiatives, ensure accountability, and provide feedback and insights from diverse perspectives. Provide education and training. Provide ongoing education and training on DEI topics to all employees at all levels of the organization. This can include workshops, seminars, webinars, and other educational resources that raise awareness, increase understanding, and provide tools and strategies for promoting DEI in the workplace. Review and update policies and practices. Review and update existing policies, practices, and procedures to ensure they align with DEI principles. This can include recruitment, hiring, promotions, pay, benefits, performance evaluations, and other HR policies and practices. Address any biases or barriers that may exist and implement changes to promote fairness, equity, and inclusivity. Foster an inclusive culture. Create a culture where all employees feel valued, respected, and included. This includes promoting open communication, collaboration, diversity of thought, and providing opportunities for employees to share their perspectives and ideas. Encourage inclusive behaviors such as active listening, empathy, and respect for different viewpoints. Implementing day initiatives requires dedication, commitment, and ongoing effort. It's important to approach day as a long-term, continuous process and involve employees at all levels of the organization to ensure success. Creating a diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace can lead to increased employee satisfaction, engagement, and productivity, and can contribute to a positive and inclusive organizational culture. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more video like this. We will see you in another one.